I have a lot to say about this replay, so hopefully it's educational. So first things, I don't like that Enchantress spawned middle because you should only spawn middle if one, you have knee jerk, or two, you can't be chased, like you're a strong kiter. And Enchantress is not that, and she doesn't have knee jerk. Knee jerk, middle in charge is only good with knee jerk because it's a transitional area. There are two strong windows and like one good pallet you can use with knee jerk to transition or loop around, but without knee jerk, it's not all that. So unless you're like, I don't know, a wildling or a forward mercenary or something like that the hunter wouldn't want to chase, and that they can kite really well with tight turner without needing knee jerk. So unless you're something like that, I wouldn't spawn middle. So I already don't like that she spawned middle. So that's one thing. Then next thing, what is it? I guess builds. Let's get to builds. So about builds. With a prospector on the team, it's really good to have will to survive. It's the struggle talent. So Pharaoh Lady has it, like Pharaoh Lady has triple will to survive. That's pretty good. I like it because Prospector is one of the best survivors in the game to make people struggle free from balloons when he's harassing. So it's really good to have will to survive with him, but the Enchantress doesn't have a single point in it. So I really don't like what Enchantress is doing this match basically because, yeah, she doesn't have will to survive. She's spawning middle with tight turner, so she can be chased, and she actually does take kite. So yeah, wait, let me check my build. I forgot what my build was this match. Okay, I have attachment effect. Yeah, sometimes I take off the attachment effect for double shelter because it depends if there are other rescuers, like other people that I'm likely to go heal or not. And this is match, I guess. There's an Enchantress with tight turner, so I'm likely to eventually go heal her, so I brought attachment effect. But if I'm like the only rescuer and there isn't another person that I'm likely to heal, I just bring double shelter because other people healing me is better. So yeah, anyway. And then the opera singer, also the opera singer, like instead of wanted order, in my opinion, it would be better to go addiction because there's an Enchantress and there's a prospector. Desperate Fight is super strong against Enchantress and also very strong against Prospector, because what do? They do multiple stuns in a short amount of time, and this is exactly what Desperate Fight counters. It gives you 20% reduction in the stun if it's like the second stun in the row, and then if it's the third stun, it's 40%, and at the fourth stun, it becomes 60%. I think that's how it works. And so basically, yeah, Prospector can have 3 magnets, Enchantress can have 5 stacks. Like, Desperate Fight is super strong against them. It makes their abilities, if they keep like spamming harass, it makes their abilities completely pointless. So it's amazing to have Desperate Fight, so she should bring that. And Addiction is also just very good against harassment. So if I was the opera singer instead of wanted order, I would have brought Addiction. I think that's a much better choice. But anyway, I think we can get into the match now. So the Enchantress is taking kite. She only has tight turners, so she can't really do much. Like, look at this. Does she already take a hit here? I mean, she almost takes a hit here. Yeah, she has a stun. So no, okay. She could have just run to the pallet with the stun and not taken the hit, but still, you see how bad it is to spawn middle if you don't have knee jerk or like you're a really strong kiter. Like, you just take a hit to a fast hunter. It's like, it's not good. Anyway, so now she's kiting. She actually ends up using Graveyard well enough to do like a 60 seconds kite, I think, so that's pretty nice. Only problem is she doesn't force out blink. So I think she dies here. Yeah, gives that yes. Okay, so here I think I wanna talk about something here. So this position, we are kind of in a losing position. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention at the start is that our team comp is a really good win team comp. Why? Because we have double harasser, we have double tight turner, we have a decoder and we have a strong rescuer. This is a really strong team comp for wins because you can have the strong rescuer to do the Tide Turner rescue, and then you can have the harassers harass post Tide Turner, buying even more time, and then you have the decoder who during the harassment, if she's not taking kite, can be decoding the entire map really fast. So this is a really strong winning team comp. But in this situation right now, because my Enchantress wanted to spawn middle with Tide Turner, she died without forcing out Blink, and the Ciphers aren't really good enough. The kite wasn't good enough. So I would say this is a losing position, mostly because Blink wasn't forced out. If Blink was forced out, then I would say this is still a tie position, but right now I would say it's a lose position. So I think I want to talk, maybe after rescue I'll talk about it. So, okay, I do have something to say here. So because the kite wasn't amazing, and one thing First Officer can do, he's such a strong rescuer, but a thing he can do is, you don't need to leave your Cipher early as First Officer. Like, here I expected Opera Singer to come to me, to force my watch, and then flip back. So I'm just decoding my Cipher because I can. I'm such a strong rescuer, the Pocket Watch is such a strong ability, that I'm just grading on the Cipher as much as possible and make the Opera Singer come to me to force the watch. So when she forces the watch, I go rescue. I try to decode as much as possible before then. And here I see that she's walking away from my pocket watch range, so I just do the rescue. And then I go back to my Cipher. Okay, here I need to talk about something else. So, wait, what? Okay, here I just go back to my Cipher. And by the way, First Officer gets a 10% movement speed buff during when he uses his pocket watch, so I just use the third tuning going back to my Cipher just to move faster to it. But yeah, First Officer is a really strong rescuer because he can just grid on Ciphers a lot, because you can still make it to the chair most of the time with the pocket watch because it's such a strong ability. So anyway, that's what I did there. And here in this situation, if we, in an optimal world, like what we would have liked to happen for a win, like if we wanted to play this for a win, it would have been nice if Enchantress forced out Blink on first kite, so now that Opera Singer would be traitless. What we could have done, instead of what we are doing, what we could have done is Enchantress could have just run at the top of the map to the corner of the map, just take Tide Turner, take the hit, and just run away, run next to Prospector so that Prospector can harass for her. And meanwhile, she's running away from Graveyard, which is where I rescued her. So instead of having to run all the way back to my Cipher, I could be starting Graveyard right now. And we would have our 5 Ciphers already started, right? Like Prospector and Pharaoh finish with first 2. Pharaoh is already on a new one. I would start Graveyard, and this Cipher right here would have like 50% or whatever it was that I left it at. So like we would have our 5 Ciphers already, and Enchantress could run away, die away from the Ciphers with Tide Turner, die next to Prospector so that Prospector can harass post Tide Turner, and that's how we would be playing for a win. But the problem is that she didn't force out Blink on first kite, so that makes harassing extremely risky and like very hard. Like honestly, it makes harassing maybe not even something you can do at that point, because number one, it could be excitement. You don't know, and if it's excitement, when Prospector tries to harass, maybe he just takes a balloon hit and maybe gets a double down, or like Prospector it's also very important right now that Prospector stays healthy because he needs to do second rescue. Like we don't want Pharaoh Lady to go rescue. I can rescue, I'm a First Officer, I can rescue at half health with a pocket watch, but I don't want to because I need to keep my pocket watch for endgame, and also it would be a double down almost certainly if I go rescue for the second time. So we really want Prospector to stay healthy right now so he can do second rescue. So harassing with trade still up is impossible. So that's a problem. So we can do that. But in a perfect world, if she forced it out on first kite, we could have done that. And with a traitless Opera Singer, then Prospector can it's still risky to harass, but it's how you would play for a win, right? If Prospector would manage to do like a successful harass, the Enchantress would have, I think, 3 stacks. I mean, I wasn't paying attention exactly to her stacks, but I think if you think about it, the scenario like Enchantress just takes the hit, doesn't use any items, just takes Tide Turner, goes die over here. Prospector harasses, balloon rescues once, then Opera has to hit her down again, which gives her an extra stack, and I think that's 3 stacks. And with the 3 stacks, she can rebound after second rescue. So Prospector would, you know, harass once, do 1 balloon rescue, and then he just goes away, keeps his health, waits 30 seconds to rescue, then rescues with full health, takes a hit, and Enchantress has a triple stack to rebound. Meanwhile, we are doing the last 3 ciphers. So that would be the perfect world scenario, how you would play for a win. But we can't do that here because trade hasn't been forced out. So instead of doing all that, Enchantress is trying to kite during Tide Turner, which is something you should not do most of the time, but in this case it's okay because trade wasn't forced out, so she's trying to force out trade during Tide Turner, which is it's not a bad thing to do, so that's okay. And that also forces me that I can start Graveyard right now because she's kiting there, so it forces me to go back to my initial cipher, so I do that. Okay, so I think I explained everything there. So yeah, so that's what's happening. She's now kiting out, trying to kite out Tide Turner because she wants to force out trade if possible. And okay, here the Opera Singer misses her blink, which is, oh my god, and then Prospect, yeah, okay, this is a mess. Did I mention this was a messy match? It's a very messy match, regardless. So she forces out blink, which is very good, which means now Prospector can harass. So Prospector is trying to harass, and yeah, okay, so no, oh wait, no, important. Am I spam pinging? Yeah, decode another cipher machine. Okay, I'm spam pinging Pharaoh Lady to decode another cipher machine. This is important as well. So I finished my cipher, and obviously, so think about it. We need one last cipher, right? This is cipher number 4. We're missing the last cipher. So think about it. Who should be doing the last cipher? The decoder, the one with fast decoding, right? Not me. I'm a first officer. I decode slow. I should not be doing the last cipher. So what am I doing? I'm going to middle to finish the middle cipher, and I'm spam pinging decode another cipher machine to Pharaoh Lady. I'm spam pinging her to decode another cipher, like over here, because she needs to start the last cipher. She decodes a ton faster than me. Like, let me think. She decodes. I think I finished like. Wait a minute. I think minus 20% is like 101 seconds. So. I mean, I can actually look this up. I have it written down. I think it's 101 seconds, and Pharaoh Lady is like 10% boost is like 70 seconds, something like that. Wait, let me actually see the numbers. I have them written down. So, wait, do I have them written down? Let me see. Okay, Pharaoh Lady is 72.9 seconds, and First Officer is 101.25 seconds. So yeah, she decodes, what is that? Nearly 30 seconds faster than me. Nearly 30 seconds faster than me. Think about that. That's like half a chair time that she decodes faster than me, almost. So yeah, I should really not be on the last cipher because she can finish it so much faster than me. So I'm telling her, please go decode the last cipher. Please start the last cipher. But she's bad at the game. I have a history with this Pharaoh Lady, by the way. I hate her, but yeah. So that's why I'm gonna be toxic to her in this game. 1, because she doesn't listen to me to decode another cipher, and 2, because we have history and I hate her. But anyway, so yeah, she should be decoding the final cipher. Like, she already decoded this one way too much. If she started the last cipher sooner, we would have popped both of them at the same time, and it would have been good enough for the Enchantress to be alive in Endgame. But instead, she's bad at the game. She doesn't understand Cipher Rush, so she's like, oh, I started this cipher. I need to finish it, right? No, you don't need to finish it. I need to finish it because I decode slower. I cannot be on the last cipher. You cannot make me do another 100% of decoding. That's gonna take me forever. You know who it's not gonna take forever to do 100% decoding? You, the decoder, the Pharaoh Lady. So you should be doing it. Go decode another cipher. And that's proper Cipher Rush, but she doesn't get it. So anyway, I'm flaming her for it. I spam ping her the entire match now because she's stupid. And it's okay. I explained that part, so I mean, yeah, I'm going middle. I'm telling her to fuck off. So finally she fucks off, but it's way too late. Like, she wasted a lot of time. Here Prospector is still harassing. This is nice. I don't think she would have struggled from balloons, to be honest, even if she had will to survive, because wasn't long enough. Okay, so, oh yeah, then here I see her coming to me middle, so I get off my cipher. I don't give her the down like an idiot. I just, you know, run away, play safe. I still have a pocket watch if I really need to use it to stay alive. Prospector is stalling the chair, buying time, so this is good. The ciphers are 80 and 40%. If Pharaoh Lady was more intelligent, the last cipher would be a lot closer to being done, but it's not selling. This magnet is really bad. Okay, wait a second. I disagree with this magnet because right now we don't need a... I mean, sure, it gives you a damageless rescue, but now you have 0 magnets to harass post-rescue. And I don't think that's a worthwhile trade because right now we need Prospector to die for Enchantress. He needs to like use his health to keep the Enchantress alive for Pharaoh Lady to finish the last Cipher. Like right now we are on a timer. The Pharaoh Lady Cipher is our bottleneck. We are on the timer that like we need to buy as much time as Pharaoh Lady needs, as much time as Pharaoh Lady needs to pop the last Cipher. This is our goal right now. And if Pharaoh Lady started their Cipher sooner, it would be less time that we need to buy, but she doesn't understand Cipher Rush, but whatever. So anyway, to buy that much time for Enchantress, by the way, not like in general, we need to buy it for Enchantress because Enchantress needs to stay alive for Endgame, to get the 4-person Endgame for the best chance to win. Okay, so Prospector there would have been better if he took damage, if he took a hit, in my opinion, because that puts attack recovery and makes Enchantress kite for long, like she can rebound easier if the Opera Singer is in attack recovery, etc, etc. So like, I don't think that magnet was good because also he could have been using it to harass post-rescue to make Enchantress live longer and kite longer. So I don't think that was a good magnet. I think everyone is throwing in this match pretty much, except me because I'm the GOAT, of course. Anyway, okay, so is that it? I guess so. So okay. Yeah, now he's trying to body block, but I don't even think a Survivor can body block a Hunter there. I think Hunter can body block a Survivor, but Survivor is too small. Okay, so anyway, she's rebounding a little bit, and also... Yeah, so I finished my Cipher. Okay, so think about it. Pharaoh Lady's Cipher is at 77%. Think about it. If she left my Cipher earlier, let's say my Cipher would be at like 90% now. Her Cipher could also be at like 80, 86, 87%. Wait, actually, yeah, that makes perfect sense, no? If my Cipher was at 90%, it's 10% less, which means 10% more to hers, so it would be 90 and 87%. So if she left 10% sooner, they would be synced up perfectly and finish 10% faster. And 10% on a Pharaoh Lady, let me think, how much is, I don't know her buffs or stuff, like, I need to play with that. Okay, double panic. Okay, so double panic. So double panic, 10% to do with double... That's like 10 seconds, something like that, I think. So she would finish her last Cipher 10 seconds sooner, basically. And those 10 seconds would have saved us. It would have given us the 4-person endgame, but instead we don't have it because she wasted those 10 seconds on my Cipher, which were not necessary because I already popped it. Now I'm jerking off doing nothing because I have nothing to do because she wasted time doing my Cipher. Wasted, you know, like, okay, you get the point. So anyway... She could have finished this 10 seconds faster and it would have been enough to keep the Enchantress alive, but she fucked up. Okay, so also here, Prospector fucks up again. Why? Because I think, so the optimal play here, I mean, here in the moment it's hard to think about it, but looking back at the replay, I can say what the optimal play here would be, but still he does mess up because, I mean, it's an okay mess up, like I don't blame him for this but he does mess up because it's hard to like do it in the moment, but the optimal play would be you force heal, of course, because Opera Singer can't do anything against force heals. She's just a single hit hunter. She doesn't have counterplay to force heal. So you force heal, which he does, but the problem is he gets Terror Shock during it because he doesn't react in time to the swing animation, which, I mean, it's hard to do, so I don't blame him, but that is a mistake. Would have bought more time if he reacted, of course. So, but also, another thing I think he does wrong is he drops down the pallet first. But instead of dropping down the pallet first, I think you force heal immediately and force the hunter to walk into the pallet to hit you so that you can pallet stun her and buy even more time. But instead he drops down the pallet immediately so the Opera Singer can just break it and then hit. But it would have been better if you just force heal, force her to hit, and then during she's in attack recovery you can, or even before she hits you, she has to walk through the pallet so you can pallet stun her and buy even more time. So anyway, that's just 2020 hindsight, you know, like just thinking about the play, how it would be best to do it. But so yeah, Prospector does mess up, but in the moment it's hard to do the best play, so I don't blame him. Lava would be the best play, in my opinion. So yeah, he drops the pallet immediately, which isn't good, because now you can pallet stun, and then he gets TS'd, which means you can buy more time, and yeah, we're like 2 seconds off of popping the Cipher. We're like 2 seconds off, think about it, 2 seconds off. If Pharaoh Lady got off her middle Cipher 2 seconds sooner, we would have popped, but no, she didn't, because she's stupid, even though I was pumping her. Anyway, okay, so right now I'm on the gate. Why am I on the gate? Because I have the best kiting potential. Okay, I want to talk about this as well. I'm talking a lot, but I have like a lot of things to say. I want the video to be educational. Okay, so on the gate, when the hunter obviously has teleport, you should only put on the gate the person with the most kiting potential. Who has the most kiting potential right now? It's me. It's not Far Lady. I have a pocket watch. I can kite the tension. Like if I get TP'd on, I can kite the tension for 30 seconds because that's how long the hypnosis lasts if you do it 3 times. So I'm just decoding the Cipher. I'm not scared of teleport because I can kite out the tension. And while I'm kiting out the tension, Pharaoh Lady should be waiting in middle and Prospector can open the opposite gate. So while I'm kiting on this gate, Pharaoh Lady from middle should go to Prospector gate and Prospector opens the gate and then it's a tie. We get out. And meanwhile, I can also, like if I'm next to that, like if I'm close, I can also kite for dungeon, obviously, right? So it could even be a win. So anyway, that's the idea. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm on the gate as a first officer with a watch. And that's why as a first officer, you want to keep your watch for the tension because it's super strong to the tension kite. So if you can keep a watch for endgame, you should do it. It's not always possible. Sometimes you're forced to use both watches during the mid game or the early game because, you know, shit happens. But so that's the idea, right? Okay, so instead of waiting middle, what does Pharaoh Lady do? She comes to my fucking gate. She comes to my fucking gate. So opera singer sees her and starts chasing her because she doesn't have good kiting potential like me. And then she just insta-dies. So now I'm spam pinging her to stay hidden because she sucks at the game and throws all of my matches. And here I'm looking for dungeon. And I get jump scared by opera singer because I think she had the same idea of looking for dungeon. So I kind of get jump scared and we both die. So this is a giga throw now. Because Pharaoh Lady wasn't waiting in middle, she made herself a target for the opera singer and died instantly. And then I was like stuck with my pocket watch. I couldn't do much. But yeah, giga throw, whatever. This Pharaoh Lady sucks. That has no game sense. Okay. So now what happens? Now Prospector does a hero play. I mean, it's still a very messy match. Like, the opera singer does a lot of mistakes to allow for the hero plays that are about to happen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for example, right here. Tell me why the opera singer walks on top of the magnet. Like, you don't need to do this. You just gave the Prospector a stun. So now he gets the stun and he gets the rescue. He flywheels to bait the chair hit and gets the rescue. So okay, Prospector did a hero play, but the opera singer fucked up. Why did you walk into the magnet? That could have all been avoided if she didn't walk into the magnet. So okay, next, Pharaoh Lady does a hero play because she's invisible and Pharaoh Lady is a disgusting survivor and I hate her. Why are you invisible? Why is this allowed? It's so stupid. She gets a rescue because she's invisible. And okay, right now I'm dead on chair. She can just pick me up and kill me. I don't know why she doesn't do it. She's letting me self-heal. She's chasing after Pharaoh Lady for some reason. Like, even if you want to 4K, I'm right there next to the chair. You can just pick me up and kill me and you can still 4K chasing after Pharaoh Lady. Like, you don't need to do this. You can kill me. Instead, she let us self-heal. So we're kiting out the tension, we're self-healing, we're rescuing. We are making a comeback that should have never been possible. Oh, here right now I want to say something. Okay, I'll let it play out first and then... Okay, so look at this. I fucking hate this server because in this match I have green ping. I never get green ping. In this match I have green ping. I can actually react to the hunter walking through a pallet and pallet stun them. That is impossible for me to do in 99% of my matches because I always get 120 ms, 140 ms. I always have yellow ping. I cannot play like this. I cannot do this in my matches. This is the super rare instance I have green ping and can do this. Now, tell me why this disgusting fucking stuff. I fucking hate American players. Like they should separate European and American servers. This is fucking disgusting, but I can't play the game. In 99% of my matches, I can't play the fucking game. I cannot play pallet mind games because I don't have the ping for it. I don't have the fucking ping for it. I cannot play pallet mind games. It's not that I'm bad at the fucking game. I cannot play because I have bad ping. It's so stupid. I fucking hate this server. Anyway, just wanted to say that. I have green ping this game so I can actually pallet stun people. Like, all this shit. Imagine having green ping. I wish I was... No, I don't wish I was American, but holy fuck. I wish I had green ping like Americans. Like, holy shit. That would be so good. So nice. Anyway. So I get the pallet stance because I have good enough ping that I can actually react for it. And then... I lose a mind game over here, get hit on the vault, but I still kited long enough that my teammates self-heal, and yeah, I mean, they pick themselves up and they're able to hide and separate. And okay, here Opera Singer does another mistake, because look at the trails. Opera Singer to the right. Opera Singer, I mean, I guess maybe she didn't know or something, but Opera Singer could see the Prospector trails going to the gate. So instead of chasing the Pharaoh Lady middle, she should be going to the gate, stop the gate from being opened. But instead, she's chasing the Pharaoh Lady middle, so this gives the opportunity to the Prospector to go to the gate and open the gate and get out. Also, this was probably a misclick, like I don't know what she's doing, but it was probably a misclick, but yeah, all this combined, like chasing the wrong person, like why are we chasing in middle instead of chasing on the gate? And the fact that I have dungeon, by the way, she never chaired me even though I'm dead on chair. I don't know why she never chaired me. And I have dungeon, so I crawled on top of dungeon, and now she's chasing Pharaoh Lady middle, so the Prospector gets the gate open for free. So, I mean, Pharaoh Lady is kiting because she's invisible and she's a bullshit character. I hate Pharaoh Lady. So okay, now, I mean, she checks gate, I guess, but Prospector is out. It's open and Prospector is out. I'm on dungeon, Pharaoh Lady is dead on chair. So, I mean, at this point, even if you leave Pharaoh Lady to bleed out, I mean, you can't do anything. I think it's a tie no matter what you do at this point. But yeah, tell me why she never chaired me when I was dead on chair, and like, why does she not chase the Prospector on the gate instead of like the Pharaoh Lady middle? There's nothing in middle. I mean, I guess she can come pick me up from middle, but like that's not as good as stopping somebody on the gate. Like you don't need to stop them coming to self-heal me, to heal me. You know where both of us are if somebody heals me, so you can come back to me. So anyway, yeah, a lot of mistakes this match. Not by me, by the way. I played perfect because I'm the GOAT, but everybody else, as usual, throwing all of my matches, but also the Hunter throwing a lot. And yeah, we somehow managed to tie from that position in the end. Okay, I mean, I guess you can say I threw at the end as well when I was looking for dungeon and I took the hit for free and died instantly. But at that point, I was so tilted, I was so mad at the Pharaoh Lady, and that I kind of didn't care anymore about the match. But yeah. Anyway, that's the match. I hope it was educational. Bye.